Oi, welcome to the FU. This is your weekend review for Gameweek 10.
We start off in the Premier League without a
No,
freestyle
but
this
I
week.
think-
It's okay.
Sorry, I forgot.
Is it? Okay.
Southampton lost 9-0 to Leicester. The biggest away win ever, and tied with the biggest Premier League win ever. Wow. I mean,
Hectic.
just mental. I watched it. That was crazy.
Yeah,
believe it.
we gotta start respecting Jamie Vardy, you know? If it wasn't for the racism, I'd really like him. But, he is racist. But otherwise, you know, racism aside, he's definitely in like the top 10 most underrated forwards in the Prem, I think. I haven't seen the Prem that much.
That's not a very good list.
Yeah, but I mean, okay. Put it like this, right? For teams that are not elite and have great strikers like Shearer and, you know, the like, Di Natale, Vardy's up there. Also, for racist forwards, he's up there too.
This is how
Suarez.
you play football. Shout out to Leicester. 9-0. It's good to see some team other than City, Liverpool, Chelsea, or whatever scoring 5 goals or more.
True.
So shout out. It's very entertaining. I don't know. Maybe the red card would have made a difference, but I don't think it would have made.
It would have
much.
made a difference, but it still would have been like 5.
Yeah.
Something
I don't
crazy.
think it would have made a big difference, because already I think they were 1-0 down when the red card happened. So, but it was crazy, man. 9-0. I don't know if we're gonna see that anytime soon.
Yeah, we haven't
but
seen in a long
it's
time.
good to be a part of this. These historic moments in football whenever they happen, especially if you're watching it.
Yeah, when
Facts.
you're there and you're sitting and like taking it in, like, wow, this is going to be spoken
Yeah.
about for a long
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
But also, Southampton, what the hell are you guys doing? That is embarrassing. Embarrassing.
Do you think they're gonna sack the manager?
The thing is, I don't think you can sack the manager after that, because then that's like trying to put the blame of a 9-0 on one guy, where you just have to come up with a punishment for everyone. To lose 9-0 is crazy.
I think the sacking of the manager would be kind of a PR move in this case, you know? You don't want it to seem like your club is slipping. You don't lose the fans. So if you fire the manager, it at least looks like you're doing something. In this case, there's nothing that you can do really without like fixing
The thing
it.
is, the Southampton fans upset.
They left, bro.
They're sleeping here. It's like, okay, you know what? We're gonna pretend like none of this happened.
Because
We're
like you
not
can't
gonna
get
blame
angry at it.
anyone.
You can't
Yeah,
say,
we're not gonna
but
blame
you
anyone
guys did
or
this."
whatever. You just go back to work. Who you supporting?
Yo, but
Not
rest in
Southampton,
peace,
but in
Southampton.
the weekend ahead, you support Southampton. Understand? So,
Ish, but they have to face City away 2 games in a row now. So
don't worry,
unlucky
Fernandinho has a
guys.
red card in the Premier League. To
true.
exploit that.
Just get Shane Long just running. Oh, Sofiane Boufal, that guy as well. Ish. These gents, what? I am shocked still. So yeah,
Shocking.
shocking. Then Man City 3-0 against Aston Villa. I think we all expected a little bit more of a crazy result. Because City, they do that thing. If they lose, they come and bet to the next guys. If this happens, they sort of just because they're good enough that they can do that sort of. But they didn't. Aston Villa played really well in the first half.
But in the second half, I
Second
guess,
half,
yeah, they were ass.
Yeah, I don't know what
Aston
happened.
Villa.
I don't know what happened to Aston Villa, halftime team talk. If anything, the manager was supposed to, be like, hey, you guys, don't be complacent, continue the good work, whatever, because you went a whole half without City scoring.
And then like 23 seconds or something.
And then at the end of the game, Pep Guardiola comes and says, Jack Grealish is too expensive for us. Did you guys see that?
I didn't actually.
Didn't.
It's like, what the heck, fam?
That just means that they're gonna buy him.
Nah, it's just like one of those things that he just says, that are just like, I need to say something, let me say it. It's like that Phil Foden thing. Bruh, keep quiet, bruv.
Yeah, it's just unnecessary to say that
Shut
stuff.
it. Unnecessary, boy. But in any case, Jack Grealish is a good player. Maybe he's too expensive for you guys. We don't know.
Facts.
Yeah. But then Watford 0-0 with Bournemouth. That's
Next.
2 0-0 draws for Bournemouth in a row. Watford still haven't won. West Ham 1-1 with Sheffield. I mean, Sheffield continued to,
Rack up the points.
and at least Mousset finish was actually very good.
I didn't see it.
It was weird. I was like, this guy, the
Yeah.
guy that couldn't get off the bench at Bournemouth, this guy just did this, and it's the Sheffield magic. There's something in the air there.
Facts. And I don't think they've conceded more than 2 the whole season.
Yeah, and the
Okay.
commentator.
Yeah, I think they've only conceded 2
Yeah.
once or twice, yeah.
The commentator said something that I think we all could agree with, is that it doesn't feel like Sheffield will be out of any game they play this season. They're always in the game, and it's always close.
Yeah,
Facts.
definitely, definitely.
They've been that side so far, so hopefully they continue to be that side to make every game that they play in interesting.
Mm.
But then, yeah, it's just a draw. West Ham still suck. Yeah. Brighton 3-2 against Everton. This game was a bit crazy. Some VAR controversy here where Keane was just like looking at the ball and like just stepped on Connolly's toe. He goes down and then it's a penalty. So then it's like, I don't even know what to do anymore.
VAR.
And then also Luca
Funny
Dean with the like
guys.
90, the stoppage
Own goal.
time.
Own
goal.
goal.
And it was sad because I watched it. It was like he couldn't really do anything else. There was a player that was gonna tap it in. If he didn't go for it,
Yeah.
he was already pretty much on the goal. So he had to do some spectacular David Luiz stuff on the line where he's like on the line but still kicks it and goes over the bar. So, how to Everton? Your manager sucks. You guys suck. How long do we have to keep saying this?
Forever.
As long as they keep doing it. That's how long we'll do it. Next is Burnley. They lost 4-2 to Chelsea. The scoreline isn't reflective of the game. Chelsea dominated that. Pulisic with his first career hat-trick, first game that he scored more than one goal in, and a very good performance overall from him. And all of Chelsea. But
Yeah.
then
And the youngest player to score a Premier League hat trick.
for Chelsea?
Sorry, for Chelsea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out. He broke Tammy's record.
Who
Mm,
Tammy
that was
had
like-
just broken, so shame
Yeah.
Tammy just got it for like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Shame.
Tammy's also dropping off a little bit, but it's fine.
Yeah.
That's, I put him in my fantasy league team, so
Ah, that's why.
explains it all. But yeah, then Burnley come in with 2 weird goals at the end.
Bruh.
Like just a
But
crazy
the
J.
Rodriguez
Rodriguez
goal.
long shot. That
Yeah.
was just like, what?
Dog.
That was a ridiculous goal.
But I just also like to point out that Kovacic and Jorginho, I think like their work is phenomenal in the midfield.
Yeah, their midfield partnership really works.
Yeah, it really works because the work that they put in. You would think that the Burnley midfield would just like push over the Chelsea guys, especially those
In terms
guys,
of like work rate and running at
in
least.
terms of work rate and running, but
Jack Cook actually did play very well.
the Chelsea guys had it in them to also step up.
Yeah,
With the
Jorginho
ball,
is just
off
a
the ball,
different player this season.
So
Crazy.
shout out to those guys. It's really impressive.
George.
But it was a great game just to watch at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I like, again, Frank Lampard. He's clearly just a smart guy. He got the right man management.
Yeah,
he gets
yeah.
the tactics right. He plays the game. He's like,
Yeah.
I can't complain. It was a great performance. Just, we won't even really mention the goals. I'm sure he's going to, give him a little, guys, we can't concede sloppy goals, but focus on the what felt like a 4-0 victory.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah. Next is Newcastle 1-1 with Wolves.
Longstaff red card.
Yeah, that was a bit of a red card, but no
Yeah.
complaints there.
But Newcastle are actually playing well,
They are.
especially at home.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
quite good to see because the fans, it gives them hope.
Mm.
You understand? Because not only are they like, it's not as boring. There was a few moments in the game, where they'd increase the intensity. Sometimes they'd just relax it down and not just like knock it over the whole time.
Yeah.
Like,
But
play
if
it around just a
Almiron
bit,
has to
so-
sort his life out.
Imagine,
Definitely.
dog, like, because they've been pretty okay, right?
Yeah.
And it just takes a little bit more, like one step further. All they have to do is stop doing the wrong stuff.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
long
Also,
stuff.
Matthew Longstaff actually looks like weirdly good. You see
Yeah.
him,
Yeah.
and he just He doesn't
Matty.
play like he looks at all.
Definitely, I like him. He's good.
He's
Matty
good.
Longstaff.
He's got a good
Yeah,
passing
fam.
range. He's got a weird bit
Yeah.
of flair. It's like, huh? This guy.
Oh, it's the next Paul Scholes. You guys should sign him.
Facts, we probably will. It's like we're recreating the team. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Him and Dan James, we got Skulls and gigs, bro.
We just need to find one Beckham that's going to be a little more difficult.
Madison. He loves Beckham, number 7.
Guess so, we
Okay,
can call him
yeah.
that.
We
What
play him
about
on the right.
what about like the Neville brothers?
I think Wan-Bissaka, good defensively, can't attack. That's sort of like one of them. We don't really have a
The
proper
other
left
Neville,
back.
I don't know. He's just there, bro. Scott McTominay.
McTominay is Fletcher and Carrick,
Yeah,
so
fact.
there we
Ah,
go.
but no, we'll respect Carrick.
Carrick, yeah.
Yo,
just there.
Carrick was
Just
too much.
Fletcher,
Yeah, Fletcher, yeah.
Well, no, I'm just saying Carrick, he could become that because Carrick is very classy and Scott is still a sort of a young player, so he can still develop that, but definitely more of a Fletcher than a Carrick.
Mm.
But yeah, we need to move on. Liverpool 2-1 against Spurs. Good game, really
Look, this
good
game was
game.
entertaining, fam.
Yeah.
It was good. Spurs first chance, first minute,
First goal,
first goal.
just like
Boom,
that.
Just like
Everyone's
that.
just like, did,
What?
Huh?
Yeah, everyone's confused.
no one's
Like,
no
what?
one's disappointed. No one's
Yeah.
celebrating.
It's
All of us
just
are watching. We're
weird,
just like,
Yeah, it's like, did that just happen?
and then VAR didn't rule it out, and it happened. That was it. It happened, and we're all just okay.
And they held on. They held on to that lead.
Man, like, Gazaniga, right?
Yeah.
This man. I think if Spurs won or drew, he was probably going to be man of the match.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
in the first half, he was saving them, bro. Like, those chances where it's like, how? Why? You know, maybe it might be better than Lloris, who knows?
Yeah,
Maybe.
I
You know,
feel like he could
Because
be.
there's some chances where, you know, like, Lloris is there, it's going to go past him.
Lloris is overrated.
Yeah, just rides his reputation.
He's even in the nominees for the
Ballon
Ballon
d'Or.
d'Or. Right.
you know. So, but it was a good response from Liverpool.
Yeah,
They're gonna be like,
this
yo,
is-
dog, how you gonna score in the first minute against us? Just like that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're creating
good,
chances.
good response in terms of not like immediately getting back in the game,
Yeah.
but immediately like going, no,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
wasn't
definitely.
supposed to happen. We
Definitely.
have to take the game to you guys,
Yeah.
and as title winners do, they get the result.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
the
Interesting.
signs are there. Shout out Vuj.
No, please go.
And then also, what is cool, man, is just
Cool man.
the intensity of the game and the caliber of the game. People were lived up to that. You understand? You know,
High
although-
quality.
Yeah, you know. So shout out to that. You know, from the physical perspective as well. That was really nice. You know, there's a lot of tackles like that. You know,
Facts,
it's just
facts,
quite cool. You know, because back in the days, you know, it was the thing.
Mm.
You know, whereas now it's like,
Ouch.
VR, red
Yeah.
card.
Interesting fact about this game. Sadio Mane and Harry Kane. What do they have in common?
They're both right.
In this game,
In general, what do they have in
They're
common?
both right-footed. They play soccer
Yeah.
in the Premier League.
And they
they score
both
goals.
have less goal involvement than Marcus Rashford this season.
this season,
Yeah, crazy.
crazy.
Wow.
Do you think that's gonna be the whole season?
Do you think so?
I'm asking you.
I'm not gonna answer.
Wait. So Rashford has like how many goals? 4?
I think
4,
it's
5.
five goals, 3
3
assists,
assists. Yeah.
8 goal involvements.
So
The
yeah,
thing is, it's not difficult to beat Mane with assists.
yeah, but goals still. So speaking
know.
of
Shout out to them,
speaking of
I mean,
United
him.
players, United won 3-1 against Norwich
Look,
at Norwich.
I think at this point, just allow like your goalkeeper to take penalties.
Yo, just allow anyone, because if we let De Gea take him, it won't hurt his confidence because he's not supposed to score.
Yeah, bro. You know, so I don't understand. Or actually allow the actual penalty takers to take penalties, you know, like, I don't know.
Well, the thing is,
Mata.
even when we do, it's just Mata who we haven't tried now, and he doesn't play.
Yeah.
I think
So-
at this point, right, I'm assuming you guys are going off the whole, like, don't let the flair players take it, whatever.
No, it's not that. I'm
It's
just...
just, oh, you're just
It's
like
just
saying, like,
no one-
somebody has to.
No one's
Somebody has
working,
to-
so
Yeah.
And you know what? It's cool, man. Look, I think, find a penalty taker, stick to that, or stick to those 3 guys. You understand? Because sometimes the whole rotation thing is not necessarily good for penalty takers.
Yeah.
Because penalty takers are gonna miss. That's their job. You understand? But I think like if your ratio is a bit like
Yeah, like I feel like
then-
I agree with last season. Let Pogba take all of them.
Yeah.
But once he's had a full bad season of penalties, then you can go, okay, in the new season we reevaluate. Go, maybe not. Let's try Rashford for this season.
I would say my whole solution
Yeah.
would be get McTominay, start grooming him now to take penalties. I think that in general, if you have McTominay taking the ball to take a penalty, I trust in his mind alone. that
Yeah,
he's
his
gonna score.
mentality.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I think that if you're a goalkeeper and you see this guy walking up and you know that he scored his last 3,
Yeah.
it's less difficult. I mean, it's more difficult to
Yeah.
save than Pogba, Rashford, or even Martial.
Yeah, he seems
Well-
like the type that could do that, like a Milivojevic. Like Zaha doesn't take all the
Exactly,
penalties,
exactly what I was
Milivojevic
thinking.
does. But also maybe stop trying to win penalties because they're like free kicks for us. We just can't score them. Just stay on your feet as much as you can and try and score. Because we have gotten a ridiculous amount of penalties this season and missed most of them.
7, and that's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
Crazy.
how many points are those 7? Because 2 of them, the Rashford and the Pogba, came at like critical moments in the match, right? Matches which we then dropped points in. So when you take into account that and factor in all the goals that should have been scored with the penalties, we have way more points than we should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not in meltdown mode right now. I'm saying it, dog. 21
21 what?
Goals.
Rashford scoring 21 goals this season. Martial scoring 21 goals this season.
bro.
We're getting 21 penalties this season.
Mhm.
We're missing 21 penalties this season. I'm turning 21 next year.
We have 20. Liverpool don't have 1. Ba-dum-dum. What do we have 20 of? 20
What?
times Man United.
Premier League.
We
Yeah.
don't have 20 Premier Leagues,
How many do we have?
13 Premier Leagues,
But okay, the league.
20, but then they have 18 or 19. So it's
Still less.
so you have to choose 13 and none.
So the leagues, you guys have 20.
They're
have
if
19.
18, I think.
Okay, let's say 19 because it's 2019.
Ah.
That's when Liverpool win the Premier League.
They'll actually win it in 2020 though.
No. 2019-20 season.
Okay. 1920 season for
Yeah.
19 and 20 Premier League titles.
Yeah.
Away. You heard it here first, boys.
Long story short, Liverpool aren't winning anything. Speaking
Not winning anything.
of players who can't score and get more goal involvements than Rashford, Aubameyang.
Sheesh.
Arsenal 2-2 against Crystal Palace. Arsenal just being Arsenal. I mean, it's
Didn't they have they were leading every
they
time?
were leading 2-0.
Nice. Can I just say something?
And then VAR, bro. Ah.
VAR is moody, boy.
Yo,
What's going on?
in that game especially.
What's going on?
Because
VAR.
in that game, it was...
A dive.
So it was a die. No, it was... They gave the penalty, right?
Yeah.
In the match. VAR says, no, it's a dive. He pulls out the yellow card, gives it to him. Then VAR goes,
Psych.
actually, wait. We take that back. It was a penalty. Our bad. He goes, yellow card. They score the penalty. Then they score again. It was 2-2. Then Arsenal comes. Socrates, 2 goals in 1 game. 3-2. VAR checks it. It's fine. It's a goal. They confirm the goal. They all walk
Kickoff.
to the center for kickoff. VAR goes, actually, hold on a second again. I think I forgot something. Then they go back. No goal.
So what's the issue here with VAR? Is it because they are so rushed
Cancel
and so
it.
under pressure
Cancel
that they
it.
make decisions like that,
Yeah.
and then someone else just suddenly is like, nah, let's evaluate this and let's actually call for the right decision, because at the end of the day, people are gonna look at
Football.
the decisions that we made and they're
Yeah.
gonna be like, this is wrong. This team lost points because of this or whatever,
Yeah.
whatever, and it's gonna be a bad image on VR. So therefore, let's recall it or whatever. Do
Yeah,
you think
but-
that's the decision?
Yeah, obviously they're doing their best to make the right decision, but how do you make the wrong decision? And then,
That's true.
it's crazy.
I think just get the screens, bro. Get the screens on the pitch. Let the referee decide, and then he will take all the shit. If
Yeah, just get no one else.
have no VAR.
Just,
fam.
yeah,
Continue
cancel
the way
VAR.
we were playing. Understand?
because VAR,
so-
I ain't dog.
And also, quickly, shout out Guendouzi Very smart. I don't like him,
Football.
but very smart. Been watching the Rugby World Cup recently.
Football.
Zaha's in by himself.
Football.
He kicks it over him. He's like, no.
Wow.
Football.
And then
Football.
only
Shout
gets
out.
a yellow.
That's
He
the
only
beauty
got
of
crazy.
football, bro. Because like there's so many brains on the field that certain people can think the same way, certain people can think differently, you know. And That's smart.
Fernandinho, most people would just hack him down with a sissy
yeah,
challenge.
it's just like
Or
bam.
then maybe he can keep going. But there, he's like, I'm going to jump on top of him and.
That
I
was
will say
funny,
the
bro.
fact that it was only a yellow was a shocker to me, dog.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can like rugby tackle someone and not get a red. I understand if you try to,
Yeah.
do the normal one and tackle him with your legs.
I think
It's the
the
whole-
basis of that is because like he's in his own half and he's not necessarily a goal threat because you can catch up to him. You understand what I'm saying? You can catch up to him and or Zaha can just like turn around.
Yeah, but
and
it's
not
still-
a goal threat. So maybe that was the
Yeah,
whole
that
premise.
maybe was their reason, but he still is in on goal, and
That
no one's
is true.
catching him. But we could talk about this all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in any case, even Zaha on Instagram is like, do you see he posted the picture
NFL at Wembley.
NFL at Wembley, which was funny.
Yeah.
He was pissed, but
Yeah.
great
Deservedly.
banter. Yeah.
Shocked.
And
Also
then we move
shocked.
on to La Liga, where we
F1,
have Real Betis. I mean, Granada 1-0 against Real Betis.
Again,
And Fakir diving.
it's Betis who are supposed to be good this season,
Yeah.
and Granada have now gone top of the league. Granada, top of the league, crazy. But Barcelona have a game in hand, are 1 point behind. But I think we have to point out Granada are on top of the league.
Yeah.
Wow,
Wow.
wow,
Yeah.
wow.
Okay. And then we move on to the Bundesliga, where Borussia Mönchengladbach 4-2 against Frankfurt. And-
Eintracht Frankfurt.
Yes, Eintracht Frankfurt.
Kill that shit.
Yeah, thanks. Deutschland.
Strictly Deutsch.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, it's
Guten Tag.
don't say the other one.
Nein.
Nice. It's a small team, top of their league,
Yeah,
and this
bro.
they're even just 1 point ahead. No one has a game in hand on them. Bundesliga is crazy tight still, all the way from 10th up to first. But Mönchengladbach keep winning.
Who's
So-
banging in the goals there? Is
It's lots of people.
lots of people.
It's not just like one gent.
Yeah.
So,
Mm.
well done, gents.
Well done.
That's a very full class of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Serie A, Italia. Atalanta, 7-1, fam, against Udinese.
7.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
This is crazy, fam.
You
What
didn't
happened?
even see that coming.
Yeah. Muriel with a hat trick, but 2 of them were penalties. But I mean, clearly it's not as easy as we thought to score penalties.
Yeah.
So well done, Ilicic with 2 goals. So and then also because Juventus and Inter Milan drew, then Atalanta are now 3 points behind Juventus, with the best goal difference because 7-1.
7-1. Yeah.
So shout out Atalanta. Hopefully, they keep doing the things. Dama wants to say something.
I have nothing to say.
Now he has nothing to say, even though he just said something.
Traore scored the 7th. He's 17.
Oof. Shout out to
Ooh.
that kid.
17-year-old.
You have no life,
his
kid. Adam.
Amad Diallo Traore.
I'm a Diablo.
Amad
I'm a Diallo Traore.
Kid, you have no life. You should be at home playing Xbox or something, doing schoolwork, doing A-class history. Like, what's that guy?
AS history. A-levels.
Yeah, A-levels on your history, like that guy, your guy.
Greenwood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But that's not your story. That's his story.
speaking of a team that continue doing big things in League 1, PSG 4-0 against Marseille.
Icardi and Mbappe both with braces. I mean, this is supposed to be a derby, but
Yeah, it's not like
it's getting closer
days.
to the United and Leeds derby
oh,
that it was. It's
yeah.
just like Marseille used to be beating them,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then it's just Marseille are down in 7th. PSG are already 8 points ahead in the league.
It's the money, dog.
Yeah.
Money
Yeah.
talk.
And I must say that it's disgusting. How dare you guys do How dare you, PSG, buying football?
Yeah, it's the money, bro.
And the thing is, they've already lost 2 games after 11. It's just everyone.
PSG?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. So it's 9 wins, 2 losses, but no one else is doing good.
Yeah.
The next team behind that is Nantes, if you want to read it like an American.
So I guess Non
They
is
have
doing
6
good.
6 wins, 1 draw, and 4 losses is the second place team. Like it's just not nice.
It's
Mm.
not nice.
PSG have won it already.
It's good to see you all collectively shit that side.
Hush.
Not good.
Not good. But yeah, this week is English competition. Domestic League Cup, Carboa Cup.
Woo! Back on TV
Exciting.
again for us.
Exciting stuff.
United Chelsea, so we'll talk about that in the podcast most likely. We all saw what Tina just predicted.
That's it from us. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Peace.
Out.